Folks, it looks like YouTube Live wants me to go vertical format, which is the challenge we had yesterday. So we are just going to roll with it. I realize you can't see the whiteboard so well, but we'll just go with it. So this is for Wednesday, September 27th, and what's on my mind. First, we got to talk about Neel Kashkari. Neel Kashkari, I believe, is the Fed president for Minneapolis. He put out a paper a couple days ago talking about, you know what, we at the Fed may have to go higher, and meaningfully higher was the adjective he used. Meaningfully higher, meaning not just simply one more rate hike, but several rate hikes. What is his thesis? His thesis is we might be in a high pressure equilibrium. Fancy words, what does it mean? Basically, the economy is stronger than we expect. The consumer is stronger than we expect, and the economic flywheel will continue to churn. I don't know about you, it feels like we are staring in the face of many drags on the economy, not to mention strikes, student loan repayments, a potential government shutdown, and many more. But hey, I believe this is part of the Fed's job. Remember, we've been trying to talk about in this channel, the Fed has two tools. They have the every 6 weeks where they talk about rates, but their most effective tool is their voice. What are they saying? What are they writing? I believe this is all theater to get the market, like we talked about yesterday, to realize they're going to stay higher for longer. The market is still pricing in multiple rate cuts next year, and I believe the Fed is trying to yank or pull the market that direction. But yes, Neel Kashkari gives it a 40% chance that interest rates are going meaningfully higher. 40%, and that's a significant number. I don't see it. Again, I'm staying in the camp of they're done raising, and they won't cut next year, but we shall see where we go from there. Let's talk about Case-Shiller. Case-Shiller came out yesterday. Actually, you should give Lance Lambert a follow on X or Twitter. He put out a United States map highlighting all of the areas that are at all-time highs. I was shocked by how much of the country is at an all-time high. Now, let's remember, as we always talk about with Case-Shiller, the data is, I don't know what you want to call it, old, mature, whatever. It's 2 months old. The market is very different today, and I suspect will be very different for really the rest of Q4. But again, Case-Shiller, how about the top 20 cities? 10 of the 20 cities in the Case-Shiller report are at all-time highs. I would not have guessed that. I would not have thought 50% of the Case-Shiller index is at an all-time high. Chicago, for example, was up 4.4%. These are year-on-year numbers. Cleveland, up 4%. And New York, up 3.8%. How about the cities that are down? Las Vegas, Nevada, taking it on the chin, down 7.2%. Phoenix, down 6.6%. So again, pretty significant drops in Phoenix and Vegas. Remember, these are 2 months old. Again, give Lance Lambert, his handle on X is News Lambert. So give him a follow and see that United States map. How much of the country is at an all-time high? Folks, this is a broken housing market. The housing market is simply broken. We have luxury offerings stacking up. We have clean, affordable, entry-level homes still getting bidding wars. It is going to be very interesting to see how slow it gets going into Q4. I suspect we will set a transaction low. We are going to break below 4 million. How low below 4 million we will see, but yes, below 4 million for existing home sales. I think it's coming, and I think it's coming when the September report comes. So watch out. How about the super rich? First off, when I saw the headline about the super rich, I was not expecting the super rich to be defined as having $1 million in investable capital. I don't know about you, but having $1 million in investing capital doesn't feel super rich to me. I would have thought maybe 10 million. That'd be kind of super rich, but hey, that was what the article had. But here's the aha moment. Let me get the numbers to make sure I'm accurate. 34% of their investment capital is in cash. 34% is in cash. Last year, it was 24%. So roughly speaking, their cash balances have gone up almost 50%. Are they conserving capital? Is it wealth preservation? Is it getting ready to make moves? Is it just the fact that you can finally earn 5% on cash? And they're like, hey, give me 5%, I'm good. It's probably all of those, but I do think the latter has an important piece because, again, it's been a long time, 20-ish years at least, since 5% you could earn on your cash. So yes, 34% in cash. According to the article, what the super rich are worried about is wealth preservation. I don't know. I think earning 5% on your cash, having it liquid so that you can strike and make moves. One of the things that I believe about the super rich, at least, I don't know, collectively, is they are going to take advantage of the recession. Right? The recession that is coming. When is it coming? Who knows? But recessions are part of the business cycle. They will come. I think they're using their cash, keeping it dry, earning 5%, so they can strike when opportunity presents. But maybe that's my very biased opinion because that's what I'm doing. Having cash, earning roughly 5%, waiting for the opportunity. How about the next strike, folks? We've been talking about this. It may have started with the published UPS strike, now UAW and many others, the Writers Guild. The next strike, 60,000 members of the Las Vegas hospitality workers have, by 95% of their members approved calling a strike. Apparently, they work at roughly 36 Las Vegas casinos. This could really impact and shut down the Las Vegas Strip. Folks, this is the summer of strikes. This is workers getting theirs. I believe for 40 years, it is unfairly taken from the workers and given to executives, given to stockholders. Well, go get yours. Labor, go get yours. But let's step back from that statement and realize that labor getting a 20, 30, 40, 50% raise will have economic impact. It will lower margins, certainly. Frankly, good. But some of that will be passed on. It's worth it, in my opinion. But again, it could have inflation be stickier for longer. And it is why I believe the Fed will not cut next year. I believe it is going to be the services part of the economy that is still running hot that will prevent the Fed from cutting next year. And frankly, I'm okay with it. Labor needs to get theirs. They have been asked to shoulder the burden for 40 years. Time to pay up. And more strikes are coming. More strikes are coming. Let's see what the UAW is able to negotiate again. I think they're still asking for a 40% raise and a 32-hour work week. We'll see how that goes. Now we have the Las Vegas hospitality workers, 60,000 strong, approving a strike. So More to come. More strikes to come. I firmly believe that. How about Blackstone? Blackstone is in the news. There's a gentleman named Byron Ween. Byron Ween. He's out talking about the risk of recession, higher rates hitting commercial, bank lending, U.S. government is going to have to likely raise taxes. This is actually something that we haven't spoken about. The cost of our debt as the debt maturities roll over is skyrocketing. Skyrocketing. The government is going to have to likely raise taxes. The government, their income source is us. They're running huge deficits. Now their rollover is going from, 1% to 5%. This is going to get expensive. I think 30% of the maturities roll over in the next 12 months. That is going to be a hefty, hefty bill. So I expect the government to raise taxes. It will likely happen after the election. Obviously, nobody wants to talk about taxes before the election, but it is probably coming. And then lastly, multiple contractions and falling earnings to impact the stock market. Again, the stock market is a collection of earnings plus a multiple. If you have lower earnings and a lower multiple, as Byron Ween is forecasting or predicting, it could get very interesting in the stock market. And then lastly, on this channel, we've talked about only doing great deals through the end of January. We will revisit that. I want to highlight another success story. In the private Facebook group that comes with the course, there's a gentleman named Jason. I only use first names, Jason. And it's not Jason Pritchard, just in case you think I'm cheating. This is a student, a follower, Jason. Jason was lucky enough to be shopping for a luxury home. I realize that's not everyone, but this is his story. Jason wrote a disrespectful offer, 20% below asking, and asked the owner to carry 40%. So he got seller carry of 40% at a low interest rate. So his blended interest rate on his purchase will be significantly below market. Folks, that is using this environment. This is finding a motivated seller and negotiating a deal that is good for both of you. At the end of the day, I want you to know that I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe if you have a buy box and you focus daily, you will learn your market. If you commit to the process, you will get better. Real estate investing is never easy. It takes time. It takes learning. It takes getting uncomfortable. But you have to believe it's possible. If you are filling your mind with nonsense and doomers and crash bros, there is nothing I can do to help you. You are going to go backwards. You are going to stick your head in the sand. You are not going to believe in yourself. These doomers add no value. Doomers are high-paid entertainers. If you want to grow on YouTube, be a doomer. If you want to attract a loyal following, help them. You have a choice. I believe in you. But you've got to do the work. There's no cutting the line. Nobody gets to cut the line of learning. Folks, let's congratulate some people for doing the work. That's always fun. Sean, congratulations on getting your home in the state of Washington. Congratulations, Sean. And then a double congratulations, Raul. Raul got a short-term rental and a long-term rental. So Raul, you're getting a golden ticket and a black card because you can only ever get one of these. But folks, you can get as many of these as you'd like. I'd love sending these out. Guys, Sean, Raul, congratulations. Folks, I believe in you, but you've got to do the work. I know it's scary. I know it's hard. It's supposed to be hard. Anything worth doing is supposed to be hard. All right, folks, take care of yourself. Like, subscribe, comment. I guess we're doing lives vertical from now on, so we'll see what happens. Bye.